Well, here we are again. As you can see, I've added more detail to this and stuck in a few trees. One of the things I noticed about getting the roundness of trees was to get this reflected light coming back on the other side. If you just paint this all a flat shape, they seem flat. So here as well, so I put some sunlight in there, and now I'm going to bring it forward and paint a bit of the silver birch. So and then I'm going to cover it all up with foliage to bring it all together, I hope. So here, along here, I did the little dabby strokes for bluebells, having a variation on the tone and the colour. And now I'm going to put some silver birch in me silver birch. So I'm just got some white on my brush pretty much. And in fact, I'm getting quite a nice, what's called dry brush effect, which is quite silver birchy. And also taking the brush round the shape of the silver birch. I'm going to get in here and have a bit of dark going on. It's mainly black actually, so a bit of black and a bit of brown, and I can actually go in with the edge of my long flat brush. I'm going to use the water so it flows better. The edge of my dry flat brush and bring some shape into my silver birch. And then going sideways every now and again because you get that pattern on them, which works quite well. But this dry brush is working quite well. But a lot of that will be covered up with foliage in the fullness of time, so I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. White. Yeah. Yellow ochre on there. But, oh dear, I might have to wait for that to dry. And then I'm just going to add a bit of white here, a bit of white here, just to bring up the detail. And that probably needs smoothing down a bit. So now I've got all this foliage to do up there. So clean my brush. Use these greens I've just mixed up. This is mainly this light green, this emerald green and burnt umber. And I'm just going to dab on the foliage that's quite close. So I'm coming towards us, so these trees are quite close to us. So I want to get this idea of these nice branches and the foliage coming down. So I'm just going to vary my brush stroke how I'm applying the paint. I'm a bit worried I might go a bit Bob Ross here, because he had all sorts of brushes for different things. But I just want to get those darks in first and start adding the close foliage. And down here, and down here, and building it up. Oops. Brush has got claggy again, so I'm just using a little bit of water so I get a smoother stroke. This is a canvas board, so it's got a texture to the surface. I just want to bring those up and probably have some foliage around here. And what I'm going to do is bring down this foliage of the closest tree, which I'm standing underneath, I think, when I took this photo. I just want some blobs on there, and I'm going to take some of that cadmium yellow and mix it into my green to get this nice sunlight through leaves effect. I think I need even more. So here we are, lots of nice yellows mixing into my greens to give that kind of sparkle. And I think it's probably best to go in first with the darks and then add the lights later. So I'm just going to add a bit more dark here. And then I will make up another green. So I would say I'm nearly finished. What I'll do is, rather than bore you to death, I will finish it off and then have a little shot of it at the end of when it's finished.